Hey everybody, it's Pinkster C. How is everybody doing today? Guys, you're going to have to bear with us as this will be the first official Pinksters podcast live. And as we are restreaming to multiple platforms, we may have a few technical issues. So I ask you all to bear with us as we are learning how to do this ourselves the first time, along with you all viewing the first time as well. So welcome, guys. I would like to introduce myself and my co-host, Diesel Dog Shane.
Cool.
I will be going through a few steps. The episode number 1 is basically an information podcast around what you can expect, who we are, I will be going through a few steps, etc. So, Pinkster's podcast will be going live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. GMT. It will be live as it hopefully is now on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Each week, we'll be covering different subjects. It won't be limited. There'll be different aspects of it, like mental health, chronic illness, my Pinksters awareness advocacy, general topics that myself and Diesel Dog will be discussing. And we will also have guests on our show to learn about their different stories, and details will be shared later on in the podcast.
I think we'll look on Twitter.
I don't think we're currently streaming on Twitter. I think we might have a bit of a technical issue, so I do apologise to anybody that wanted to see us on Twitter. It will be coming and will be saved on my Twitch as well as my YouTube. So if anybody hasn't been able to see this and wants to see later on, you're right, Jesus. Wants to see later on, then please do feel free to click on the link when I share it later. And we will try to set that up a little bit later. Like I say, it's a trial and error this time. So you have to bear with us. So some of you will know me, some of you won't know me. I'm Pinkster C. I am an advocate around mental health, chronic illness, and chronic pain. I advocate this mainly on my Twitter. I do it on my YouTube. I now have an Instagram. I also have a Facebook. That's a relatively new one for me. But I also do it on Twitch, and I'll be telling you a little bit about that and how I came to be on Twitch as well. I do suffer from many different mental healths. I'm not going to list them all because we'll be here all day. But just a selective few is I suffer from CPTSD. I suffer from anxiety, as you probably can tell from doing the live. I'm a little bit jittery at the moment. I suffer from agoraphobia as well, body dysmorphic disorder, and like I say, that there's many more. I have things like eating disorders. Yeah, so a little bit of a mention before I introduce my co-host as well. For the Pinksters awareness, I do have a petition that is on change.org. And it is basically to help survivors of rape and abuse, which I myself went through in 2015. I'm hoping to, on one of these podcasts, become brave enough to tell my story. I'm not going to put it out there that I'm going to promise that I'm able to do that, but I would like to think that maybe in one of the episodes I might be brave enough to actually go through my experience of that particular thing, as it's something that I've not been able to do yet through my advocacy. Obviously, a lot of people who do know me and have seen my advocacy, it's a very open advocacy. but it's just that one particular subject is quite difficult for me. Guys, if you are on my Twitter, if we are live on there, or my YouTube or my Twitch, and you do want to come say hi, just say hi in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions as we're going along. Myself or Diesel Dog will answer them. There will be an open section towards the end as well. We're looking to do this for around about between half an hour to an hour, but we don't mind going over if there's a discussion that opens up. So do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want me to introduce yourself? Okay, so Diesel Dog Shane, he is also, thank you for the follower. Ron, I'm going to murder your name and I don't mean to. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so Diesel Dog Shane is another Twitch streamer. He is my partner in crime, as well as we are getting, well, we was meant to get married this May, but due to the COVID, unfortunately, it has been postponed until next year. I will be doing co-hosting with him, because although I do stream on Twitch and I do my videos, a podcast live is very, very different. And as I suffer with anxiety, it just gives me somebody else to sort of sit here and be able to talk to you guys. And then if I can't do anything, then Diesel can take over. So not only is Diesel Dog Shane my partner, he also does my stream and my advertising graphics. So as you can see, all of everything that's around us. And if I ever do become partner on Twitch, please Twitch, then he will be doing all things like my emojis, emojis, where am I on? And will always be the one to design my overlays and things like that. Do feel free to follow him. I'll get him to put his link in my chat on Twitch. But if you do want to follow him, I will try to link that in on my Twitter when I do the post out of the video after. And also I'll try, if you are watching it on YouTube, to add a little link in there as well. Where are we? So Diesel Dog also suffers with social anxiety, among other mental health as well. So our relationship is a very open relationship, in the sense that he understands my my past. He understands my mental health, or if he doesn't understand it, he's very what's the word I'm looking for? Understanding of it. I couldn't think of what the word was. And due to me being an advocate and obviously having my own mental health, his mental health is something I can very much relate to. So we both suffer with the social anxiety. We will be discussing social anxiety in one of our upcoming podcasts. So each of the podcasts will have a subject around it. So like this one is an introduction from us. There'll be like maybe one on agoraphobia, or one on social anxiety, or it could be a simple subject as Christmas, for example, what everybody's doing for Christmas, how they are, or Easter, or a classic that everybody has an argument over: what comes first, the milk or the sorry, Diesel, take over a minute. Just that one. Yeah.
What comes first in a cup of tea, the milk or the water?
Sorry, something come up on our computer then. It confused me. So yeah, so there's many different things please do feel free to ask questions if you're viewing. I don't mind lurkers. I think lurkers are awesome as well. So if you just feel comfortable with just watching, this is an open space, but I would like to remind everybody that is watching, no matter what platform that you are on, watching us, please be kind, because people will come in here to express their stories, and it does take it takes a lot of courage, whether or not they're on the actual live podcast themselves, or whether they open up in chat about any of their experiences. So please do be kind. It's something I advocate for as well, is kindness to others as well as yourself. And have an understanding. There are rules if you are on my Twitch, about the chat as well. So Diesel, is there anything else you want to add to that?
At the moment.
Not at the moment.
What's it got?
Not a lot. So guys, if there is any other questions that you do want to ask us, do feel free to ask away. If you do want to, I know that there's been a couple of people that have asked to join us on our live podcast. And I have said to them that the information will be coming out, obviously, because we hadn't launched yet, and to keep an eye out for that. A few of them were on my Twitter, so I really do apologize if this hasn't gone out live to Twitter. We will look into what reason that was, because it should have launched out to everybody. So my deepest apologies for that, but I will be posting a link that you can watch this back, and then hopefully by next week we would have resolved any issues that have come along this time. So appearing on future podcasts. So it won't be next week, but we will be opening up the 3rd episode onwards to anybody that does want to come onto the podcast and talk a little bit about their story, their journey, their experiences, whether that's around chronic illness, chronic pain, or abuse, mental health.
More or less anything.
More or less, yeah, give or take anything. Obviously,
within reason.
Within reason, yeah. But if you do want to appear on the future podcasts, I do have an email, which is Pinkster C87@gmail.com. I'll get Diesel to put that into the chat as well, if you haven't seen that. But if you're watching this back on my YouTube or my Twitch, just rewind it, and I'll probably say it 1,000 times, as many times as you want to rewind it. If you don't feel comfortable with email, I am on Twitter, which is Pinkster C _87, which is, I've got to make sure I'm pointing in the right way, which is up above my head. Or again, you can DM me that way on my Instagram. And when you do email me or you do DM me, please make sure that you let me know that it is an inquiry into a future podcast for appearance. And what will happen then will be myself or Diesel will send you an application form to fill in and send back to me, and then it will then be agreed a date, a time that you will be able to appear on the podcast to tell your story. There will be a section in the application itself for a brief description of what you would like to talk about, and that has to be filled in before we agree a date on that.
That was the email, wasn't it?
Yep, that's my email. Yep, that is me. So anybody in chat, whether it's on YouTube or I'm just presuming at the moment that it's just YouTube and Twitch that is currently watching us at the moment. So does anybody have any stories to tell in there? If you don't feel comfortable, you can always DM us as well during the live podcast. It doesn't have to be on the chat. It can be to my Twitter or even a whisper on my Twitch. If you do want to remain anonymous with your story, and then myself or Diesel can read it out. So if you have like questions or stories or anything like that you just don't feel comfortable people knowing that it's come from you, which is completely understandable, then we will be more than happy to ask or tell your story to the chat as well. So people that don't really know the Pinksters Awareness Advocacy, it started, so I've had my Twitter for many years, but never really interacted on it. And I think it was about a year ago or just over a year ago, I decided to change my Twitter, and it became a vent account, by all means, to vent away from people. Hey, Horridge Blue, how you doing, lovely?
Yo.
So it became a vent account to begin with, and I never imagined it to ever come to what it is now. So I have over 10,000 following, which is absolutely amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you that follows the Pinksters Awareness and myself. But in around this time last year, I decided to change the vent account into a small awareness, which then became the Pinksters Awareness. And I only had a couple of hundred people at that time, just general people talking. And I decided that upon talking to a lot of people that had mental health or had chronic pain, that there was a lot of people out there that didn't really have anybody to talk to. A lot of people that were going through similar things that I was going through, or maybe not similar things that I was going through, that felt that they didn't have anyone to talk to. And when I spoke to them about it and just gave them an ear to sort of listen to, it helped. So I ended up turning it round into the Pinksters Awareness, and like I said before, I honestly didn't realise how big Pinksters Awareness was going to get. And we do have some developments. I can't say a lot of them. Hey Sluggiff, how you doing, lovely? Thank you both for coming in. I appreciate that. So I can't really say a lot of some projects that I've got coming up. I've got a few meetings with a potential collaboration with another charity, but we have to see how that goes before I can announce anything official. So obviously for legal reasons and everything else, I can't really say who that charity is, but they are quite a big charity. Also, I mentioned that we will be discussing how I came over to Twitch. So that would be Diesel's fault.
Sorry, guys.
So myself and Diesel have been together for many years. And he has been a streamer, various platforms, because I've also been on various platforms. Was it D Live?
You started off on D Live, yes.
I started off on D Live, and it literally started. I'd already started my awareness at that stage, which was very little at that stage. Was in its baby years, or its baby months, should I say? Because it's only been running for about a year. And Diesel just happened to hand me his phone at that particular time because he was doing something else. And we was actually in one of our friends, wasn't my friend at the time, but one of Diesel's friends streams called MG Live. Big shout out to MG Live if you're watching. If you're not and you're watching this back, fabulous streamer. And I started talking in there, and upon talking in there, I then decided that evening to have a conversation with Diesel, because we'd sparked up a conversation in MG's stream, amongst many other conversations, but about the fact that sort of what I was wanting to achieve, and also that he also has some mental health. And upon speaking to Diesel as well, Diesel expressed some coping, or the ways that he coped with it, for Twitch, was the fact that he gained to help with his social anxiety or anxieties in general. So I decided to come over to Twitch and try to see whether or not that would help me. I enjoyed gaming. Okay, not as much as what Diesel did at the time. I was more sort of on my own, playing games with people I didn't really know on things like Call of Duty or Stardew Valley and things like that, where I was on my own. And I sort of didn't feel at the time that I fit in. Hey, little Viking, how you doing, lovely? Happy December to you too. So yeah, I didn't feel like I fitted into streaming. Little Viking said, "Hey, good
How you doing,
morning.
Viking?
How are
Hello,
you?"
Mello.
Yeah, so I didn't feel like I fit into it. But Diesel was very encouraging. And I eventually started doing streams without a camera because I was very, very, very self-conscious. As I explained earlier, I suffer with BDD, which is body dysmorphic disorder. So that's basically a disorder where I see things that people don't about me, and I have a very different view to how I look to what the reality is. So I'm told. So it was very hard for me to stream to begin with, but I am very glad I did. And upon talking to Diesel, we eventually came to the conclusion that it wasn't just him and MG and myself that suffered with mental health and was using streaming platform to help their mental health. It was many, many others. So I decided to bring my advocacy over, and try to bring the awareness around other gamers and why they use the streaming platform to sort of help, in which I've now made an awful lot of friends on the Twitch platform that do also advocate for mental health in gamers. All good, just been offered a property. Hopefully our mental health will get better. That is fantastic, Mello. That is amazing. That's why I don't have a cam. When I stream, people would be scared. Oh, they wouldn't be scared. They wouldn't be scared at all. I'm sure you got a lovely face. I actually, there is a streamer called Mr. Simdad that has recently found the courage as well. A massive shout out to him, to get a camera. He has anxieties around it as well. Absolutely amazing that he managed to get his camera in place and everything like that. But I will emphasize to a lot of people, it doesn't matter if you don't have a camera. I went for ages without a camera and I still got people following, I still got people chatting. People are drawn to your personality, your gameplay. You don't have to be on a camera to make a difference or to succeed, as they say.
Even then, even with your Twitter, it took you ages. I mean, ages just to do a face reveal.
Yeah, it was about
And even then, you was beating me up about it before. Then should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? You also don't have a personality. Yeah, no, I know that one, Hodge.
You do have a personality. I would just like to make it clear for other people as well. I didn't actually physically beat
No,
Diesel up.
before anyone says anything.
It was just I have moments with my anxiety and mental health where if I do something new, or if it's a change, I tend to freak out a little bit.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. So for everybody that's watching this on my Twitter, and ask me how I managed to post videos and I'm so confident and things like that, it it really is, it's a mask, and I do go through an awful lot behind the scenes to produce it. But where I'm so passionate about wanting to get the awareness out there, I put myself through it because I want to help other people, like yourselves, and also it does help me as well. I'm not gonna lie, it has helped me a
Yeah.
massive amount, as well. Uh,
One thing I loved about gaming was everything seems to disappear when
yeah,
I have issues. Or if I've got something on my mind, I can just jump on something like Euro Truck and I can just drive and just take my mind off things.
all good. That's, oh no, we read that one. Streaming has definitely helped me this year. Another streamer I do want to do a massive shout out to is Slugif. She came to me through my Twitter, and followed my Pinksters awareness, and has been, yeah, she's been loyal from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Has been absolutely amazing, and she did. We brought her across, and she went from, I think it was it Mixers Slugif. I
Yeah.
think you
Before that
originally
closed down.
you started before it closed down, and then she followed over to Twitch, and she does amazing streams, which I pop into, absolutely amazing. And no, she doesn't have a camera, but it doesn't affect anything because she'll sit there and she'll chat to you, and she produces some amazing content. Horridge Blue, I think you have a beautiful face, lovely, absolutely beautiful face. So if you ever do decide to have a camera, then we'll be there no matter what, but it'll be definitely one to see.
VCOG gaming. I find I didn't have many friends when I first started streaming, and it was one way of me to interact with other people. Didn't have to be face to face over camera. It could just talk, no prejudice, no nothing, no preconceptions, just chat away. And it helped me come out of my shell, and it helped me get a camera to go stream.
Yeah, I completely get that. I again, same as Diesel, same as yourself. I have massive social anxieties. I hate with a passion, having to go to people, on a day to day in real life situation. I suffer with social anxiety even to the point where I absolutely cringe when somebody calls me because I don't like picking up the phone. I'd much rather text. Shout out to all the texters because that's life for me. But I agree, Twitch has opened up and helped me a lot with my confidence. Even more so with having the camera as well for things like when I do my Twitter vlogs or my YouTube vlogs, because I know that if I can do lives on Twitch now, I can quite successfully do my videos, even though again for people that think that they get produced in one go, they really don't. It like takes a lot of times to sometimes do it. On some days I can do it within one shot, but there has been times where I've had to leave it a few days and had my moments, and I had to revisit on several occasions.
And the magic of editing.
And the magic of editing, yeah, massively helps with my videos that I have to do. Sometimes I have to do them in little short clips, and bless Diesel, he ends up having to squash them together to make a video. I also find that streaming and gaming is good for coping mechanisms for ADHD. We know somebody with ADHD, and gaming itself helps him massively, and also massively helped him socializing as well.
Particularly Minecraft, the way that person loves building.
Yep, we spent
Spend hours.
hours with
Hours.
said person doing Minecraft, building things, role play games with the person, and some of the things that they've come out with on the Minecraft builds have been absolutely amazing. So yeah, definitely.
Horich said, "I know gaming and music helped me with, helped him with it enormously with his PTSD. I personally don't have PTSD, so I can't comment on that."
I will comment on that and say absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, on Twitch now we can't really have music. I used to like having music, so if we could have had music, we would have had music in the background.
We're getting that sorted.
But we are getting that sorted so that we don't get banned off anything and things like that. Music has been massive part of my recovery for many different things that I've gone through. Without it, I'll tell you what, I'll give an example for anybody that is watching. When Diesel pops out, goes down the shop or wherever, I have my 5 to 10 minutes a day without anybody in the house, and my music goes up and I sing it from the top of my voice, where I know I hope nobody else
I hear it at the shop.
you can hear it at the shop, yeah, can hear me. And I use that as my my release. And I do that on a daily basis when there's nobody around. And if there's a day that I can't do that on, it's not a good day. So for anybody that ends up seeing my lives or anything like that, from now on, you now know that 10 minutes of my day is screaming and singing from the top of my voice. But gaming has massively helped me. I've only been on, how long have I been on Twitch?
Less than a year.
About 6 months, I think.
Somewhere
Because
around
I was on Mixer for about 4.
And then
And then it decided to say goodbye. So I came
via
over
tweet.
to decided to come over to Twitch. So which has been absolutely amazing over here, and there's such a great community. As well as YouTube, I started up, I think about a year ago. I started actually posting videos. To begin with, I wasn't in the videos. I used a lot of scene pictures. Again, these will help me edit those until my big face review on that. Yeah, my thing is survival, crafting, and roleplay games.
Yeah.
Absolutely love survival, crafting, and roleplay games. We used to play DayZ together.
Daisy.
We can't currently do that at the moment because one of our computers has actually gone down. So
I'm still in Pinkster's PC.
So yeah, so when Diesel does stream, he's stealing my PC at the moment. So unfortunately, we can't stream DayZ together, but we do love playing it together. Crafting, I'm a massive fan of Minecraft. Does Stardew Valley come under crafting?
No, that's survival slash roleplay.
Yeah, I do like, you'll see many things of Stardew Valley on mine. I do like roleplay games. If The Sims come under roleplay, I'm not very good still on what games are what and things like that. So you'll have to bear with me on that. I always jump to Diesel and go, thank you for the follow, Mr. Simdad.
What's following you?
Yeah, he was, but I think that's a different. Let Diesel speak.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I thought he was already following me. Rude. Yeah, so I do play variety of games. They're mainly on Thursdays on my Twitch. I think you're an amazing young woman. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, lovely, over on YouTube. How you doing? Been into mainly MMOs.
World of Warcraft, things like that.
Oh, okay. Yep. I've not really played them.
No, you haven't.
I have. That was WoW, wasn't it? Is that WoW? World
Yeah.
of Warcraft. I do want to look into that, so I might have to come to you, Sluggiff, and get some tips, because I know that you stream it and you play it and got a lot of experience on it. So I might have to download and come and ask you for some tips now for you.
Horridge, I'll DM you about what you said about the recording your own music. Something I'd be interested in doing myself. So
Did I miss that?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. Poor Horridge.
the chat's coming up. I'm even getting to the point where I'm going to record my own music for streams, so no more DMCA. Yeah, I mean, I can understand where they're coming from,
Yeah,
but
but there are a few tools out there to also help you, and I shall talk to you
yeah,
about that.
Diesel's probably, or he's my go-to for anything like that. If I'm unsure on things to stream, I go to him if he knows. If not,
Stardew Valley.
he yeah, he'll research it for me as well if he doesn't know, which is amazing. Been into mainly
You read that
MMA. I
one?
read that one.
Yeah.
I read Mr. Simdad over there. He's meant to be working. Just
Bet
joined you. Is that your lovely other half? Yes, it is, Michelle. This is Diesel Dog Shane. We was meant to get married this year in May, but due to the COVID, we didn't manage to succeed in that. But we have got another date in May next year in hope that we are able to get married. He will be doing the reverse podcast lives with me due to the fact that my anxiety was really high. So rather than cancelling the fact of something I wanted to do, he's kindly sat in with me as we both suffer with anxieties, so that we can sort of bounce off of each other, and I'm not, my anxiety doesn't go out of control. I love nothing more than jumping onto Minecraft and building massive builds. It relaxes me. Absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you a story actually. I loved Minecraft up until a certain time. So when I first started streaming, I was under the impression that if you was going to be a successful streamer, you had to stream more than like 4 or 5 times a week. And this was very much a thing that I was under the impression when I started off on D Live. And when I reached to Mixer, my anxiety was massive. I had my camera by then, and I felt the pressure of having to
oh yeah, that's great.
constantly stream. And on this one particular time, I had had a really bad mental health day. I pushed myself to stream, and it happened to be Minecraft. And I chose Minecraft because it relaxed me. And I had a complete meltdown on stream, in front of about 5 or 6 people, I think, was watching me at the time. I think actually Sluggish was there when I had my mental health meltdown. And for a long time, I couldn't play Minecraft because I related Minecraft to the meltdown, and I had to work out for myself that it wasn't Minecraft, because I absolutely loved it, and I still love it to this day, and I have played it since. But I had to relate it to the fact that I wasn't self-caring, and I was pretty much at that point streaming for other people and not for the enjoyment of it anymore. So I had to take a step back from doing it, and that's what I want to emphasize to other people. It doesn't matter how much content you put out there. It doesn't matter if you're on camera or you're off camera. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing. Oh, hi, MS Paint.
Say hello to
So apologies over at my YouTube.
MS.
Oh, he's also on my Twitch.
Yeah, that confused me for a
Good
moment.
being
Then.
here with you guys. I know I had to reread that. Thank you for being on both, lovely. I think I posted pics of my builds in your Discord. Yes, guys, Horridge has just opened up as well. I did explain that I do have So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. That all of the things are around us. I've got YouTube, Facebook, but I do also have a Discord. Again, I will get Diesel Dog Shane to share a link in the chat. If you do want to join the Discord, you can talk to either me or Diesel Dog Shane there. The community is fantastic there. Horridge Blue, there is a section there where there's like Minecraft builds. There's places where you can send pictures of food, pictures of animals. There's a mental health section, a chronic illness section, and just a general chit chat section where people can come and say hey in it. And also, I'll always post out in there if and when we are going live. Where are we? My friend Benita, who follows you on Twitter, said you were definitely worth a follow, and she sends her love. Something about Rodney the dog. Rodney the dog. I'm not sure what she means by Rodney the dog, but I definitely know Benita, and I absolutely love her. She's been a very, very, very loyal follower on my Twitter. And I love her to pieces. She always knows how to make me smile. When I'm having a bad mental health day, she'll pop up on my Twitter and she's like, hey, have a lovely day. And it just, she's amazing. She is amazing.
Is that your dog's name on thingy? On Stardew?
No, my dog's name on Stardew is Diesel after our dog. So we have a Labradoodle dog. He's a puppy. He'll be 2 in January. His pictures have been on Twitter. And that he is amazing. He is massive for a puppy. He stands about, where am I? About here.
Everything I post onto is not coming up.
It's not coming up on YouTube.
No.
Can you post it up on the YouTube? On there?
Don't know. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, any links, guys, on the YouTube and things like that don't get posted up. Like I said, it is our first podcast, and things are a little bit here and there. We will try to make sure that they're in each of the chats. So if you do want to join, I do appreciate you, Michelle, for the sub and the follow and everything. I'm so glad that Benita, she's suggested to come and follow me. It's always nice to see new faces on there as well. Diesel, when are we having a sesh on Daisy?
Soon. We'll discuss that out of the stream.
But just Diesel now, huh? Just Diesel. Get back to work soon, Dad. No, it would be good, and we also have to play the Among Us as well, Simdad. I quite like the look of that. I've played it. We played it on somebody else's
what was that?
Stream. The Among Us.
Yeah, I streamed it as well.
Yeah, but we played it on somebody else's stream first, didn't we?
Yes.
And then we played it on yours as well. And it's so funny. If you ever see me or Diesel Dog streaming that, we always play with people that are watching on that. It's a fantastic little game. I don't know if it's something similar, but when I do good and grow pretty decent on Twitch or D Live, then I fade away. So now I turn off how many are watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one thing I do.
Completely get that. We try not to look at our viewer thing. I've noticed with Diesel as well as myself, if we notice how many people are watching us, our social anxieties or anxieties in general, it can go one way. It can go, oh my God, there's loads of people watching us, and we sort of go, sort of thing. Or we look at it and go, oh, we've got nobody watching us.
What's that noise?
Yeah. I do many different noises, as has been picked up by Simdad and Diesel, and probably MG will comment on it as well. But we do try to stay away from watching viewership counts, because I do think that it's something that should be not concentrated on, because regardless of or my motto for my awareness is, regardless of whether or not you reach one person or you reach 1,000,000 people, you're helping that one person. And that's what counts.
You want to get Among Us 2, maybe we can sort something. Yeah. Think that
What was that?
about
Are you on break?
Among Us. Marcus wants to do a session.
Among Us can be fun. It can sluggish, definitely. I want to get Among Us 2. Maybe we can sort out a sesh with us and our viewers. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, Simdad, if you want to stream it with Diesel or whatever, and I can join in on the games and mods,
so.
or if you want to stream it with me and Diesel joins or whatever, probably not likely, but whichever way you want to do it, I can always mod. I'm not a big issue about that. I just enjoy playing it, so we can always play it together. View account on Twitch are unreliable. I missed it there.
When you're talking about hiding the view accounts.
Oh, okay.
They're unreliable because there's just too many bots on Twitch.
They're also unreliable as well because they don't update quick enough. And there's also been times where we've been on Twitch or wherever, and you look on sort of like one person, Diesel's been watching one of my streams, and he's like, wow, you've got 11 people following you. And then I look at my screen and it says I've got 2 people, and it's like, so which one is it? So I tried to stay away from it completely. It was a Twitter dog. Oh, Rodney the dog. Yeah, I know. I just literally, as you said that, it came into my head. So Rodney, for anybody else that doesn't know, there is a GIF on Twitter, and myself and Benita, who is one of my very loyal followers, I posted it, and it's a dancing dog. You've probably all seen it, and it basically bounces its bum in excitement. And I posted this particular dog to Benita, and it done like a little like smiley face on it as it was doing it. And myself and Benita had this massive ongoing thing, and we decided to name this particular gift dog Rodney. And every time it gets posted back and forth, it's now we started saying good morning to Rodney the dog in the gift, and it become a little thing between myself and Benita. I completely forgot about that because to be honest with you, we haven't done that for a while now. So I reckon Rodney does need to come back out.
Right.
You named him Rodney. It was your own little Twitter smiling dog on the gifts.
Dream gap, grown, had partnership, and
I have like a dream growing and had partnership on D Live. You had partnership on D Live. That's amazing. Grew to 200 plus people. Then I just get an almost strange and remove myself. I hate that in my biggest issue there. I agree. And apart from the fact on Twitch that I don't want to become affiliate, because all I'm here for is, all myself and Diesel are here for is growing the community. We haven't become affiliates and things like that because it becomes a point that you feel pressured, and also that you can't restream like what we're doing now to places like YouTube and Twitch. I'm not going to say that I won't ever accept or apply for partner later on, but at the moment I'm quite happy to spend time with you guys as a non-affiliate, growing our streams and helping other people. It's not really about us in that sense.
No, another thing as well, I find that stressing over affiliate at the moment with what Twitch has done with Mad Cats, the music streaming software, is you can actually buy affiliate for £5 a month.
I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't know that.
You sign up to their premium, and you get affiliate. Doesn't matter what your stats are or anything like that. So it's just made it cheap.
Oh wow! Okay, I didn't know that one.
So
there's some information for everybody.
So everyone that has got affiliate and put in the hard work for it, to me, Twitch just belittled it, made it worthless in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm in game. I'm up for a game on stream. Okay, Simdad, just let us know when you want to do it, and
We'll sort it out.
we'll sort it out. Yeah.
Lovely. It's Bex Girl. Congratulations, you got.
Hey, Bex Girl, how you doing, lovely? Thank you for coming on to my YouTube. Lovely to see you. I hope your Zoom meeting went well. And also, some people watch and don't get counted because they're not talking. Do they really?
Yeah.
What? So if you're lurking, you don't. It doesn't come up as a watcher.
I don't know.
I was always under the impression as long as you had the volume on,
it counted you as a viewer.
Counted you as a viewer.
Yeah, but if they got different, I suppose if they got different browsers open, then
yeah, that's true. I don't think that's a very good.
I do it all the time to Simdad, just mute him.
Simdad, can I ask, have you set up a new account? Is that why that you refollowed me, or was you not following me before? I'm a bit confused at that. I just noticed that. I'm a bit confused. It's a Tuesday morning, but it feels like a Monday. Does Diesel Dog Shane do that when he gets excited?
Yeah, I waggle my bum and smile and everything like that.
That's what Rodney's based on.
You should know that by now. Really?
Oh no! Why are you locked out of your Twitch, Bex Girl? Is there not a way that you can unlock it?
Right.
I know that.
I got a new account because of
Diesel had to get a new account because he got locked out.
Yep. Have a good day, Simdad. Drive safely, won't you?
Anyway, I've got to go. Enjoy the rest of your podcast. Bye, Simdad.
Thanks for coming along, man.
Come in, lovely.
Speak to you later.
I'm sure that I'll talk to you very, very soon. Yeah, they are different. I worked to get affiliate.
Yeah, we're talking about Mad Cats.
Oh yeah.
Affiliate. So we've been a bit slow with the chat.
I honestly didn't know that you could buy to become affiliate. Obviously, due to my number count and that, I can beat affiliate, but my whole thing of coming over to Twitch or Mixer at the time, DLive, was to spend time with you guys. Thank you for the lurk, Anne. Was to spend time with you guys. Was to get the awareness out onto another platform, and also to help other gamers as well. And because there is a lot of stigma around whether it's streaming or gaming. A lot of people think that you're being lazy because you want to spend hours on gaming, which I've heard a lot of people say to me. And basically, for a lot of people, they use it as an escape or a self-care, and it is perfectly fine to do that, and people shouldn't be judged on the fact that that's how they choose to do that.
Hey up, you two. Nice to see you guys again. Welcome, Spud.
Hey, Uncut Spud, how you doing? It's been a long time no see.
DLive, wasn't
it? The DLive was in Mixer.
I think it was DLive.
We've been on way too many people. Way too many people. My Zoom sesh went well, thanks, and I'm seeing your stream through YouTube. That's good. I'm glad that. How is it on YouTube? Bex Girl, is it quite clear? Is it decent? Like I say to everybody, is literally it's a trial one, this one, which is why we haven't asked people to sort of appear on our podcast at the moment, because we just want to make sure we get everything rolling. We have had issues about not getting it live on Twitter, which we're going to have to look into and find out why. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are disappointed that we haven't gone live on Twitter, and I will post out a tweet with the link from my YouTube where they can watch it, and hopefully will forgive me for it not going live on there, because there was quite a lot of people. Lovely to meet you both. Have to go. We'll definitely follow your podcast. Thank you, Michelle. Lovely. Thank you for hopping in, and also say hey to Benita for me. I hope to see you around a lot more as well. Do feel free, if you haven't already, to follow me on Twitter so we can DM and things like that as well. It'd be really groovy.
What, I recognise MS Paint?
I already follow you on DLive. So we met before Twitch. Awesome. I know that we knew him beforehand. I just couldn't remember if it was Mixer or if it was DLive. God, DLive feels like years ago.
The thing with DLive is we didn't like the direction it was heading, so
yeah, we decided to take a step back and go to Mixer, which inevitably didn't turn out great for us, but it was a good platform while we were there to stream on. It was a fantastic platform, but I'm so glad that Twitch has been absolutely amazing
yes.
for us to start. Obviously, Diesel Dog Shane has had to restart
Yes.
because he did get locked out of his account. So guys, if you haven't followed him already, please do feel free to follow him on his new account, Diesel Dog Shane. Because he's literally dropped from all of his followers that he was trying to gain to
I've got 10.
about 10 now.
10.
So it would be amazing. He will be appearing on most, if not every, one of the podcasts that are on Tuesday. We're hoping to do it on a weekly basis unless something does come up that prevents us on that week. But I will tweet out if it won't go live. I'm still there watching my friend. Hey, Kev, Robert.
There we know, Kev.
Kev.
Everyone knows Kev.
We started same. He is now global. Wow, so happy for him. But Twitch is my home.
Or he's applying for global.
He was applying. Yeah, I think he was applying for global the last time I spoke to him. I know he was partner. Was he partner?
Yeah, he might have been partner.
But yeah, he's amazing. I followed him for ages, and we sort of gained a friendship. And obviously, I had to come over here, so I sort of lost a bit of contact. But I'm pretty sure he's on my Twitch still. On my Twitter still. But yeah, he's fantastic. It's so great to hear that he's managed to get global in that, because he really does deserve it. So for anybody, a quick sum up. This podcast will be going live every Tuesday now at 11 a.m. Hopefully will be myself and Diesel. Sometimes it might just be me, depending on if we've got any
prior engagements.
Sometimes it might be cancelled, but we will try our best to work our way around not cancelling it. We are still connected and playing offline.
Okay, next comment.
So that will be every week. It will be a similar thing. We'll have a subject that we will base the podcast around. There will be times that you can ask questions on it as well. We will have people as well that will join myself and Diesel to tell their story. If you do want to appear on the podcast, you can either email me at Pinkster C87@gmail.com. I had to remember that one then.
I'll make it so it's on the slide.
Or you can DM me either on Twitter, which is above, Instagram, pretty much any of the pages you can see on my overlay. If you can't see them on my overlay for whatever reason, my socials are in my about section. When you email or you DM, please just let me know that it is seeking the fact that you want to be on the podcast, and I will send you an application form to fill in, of which part of it will be you telling us on the application form what it is you want to speak about, and that has to be filled in, otherwise there won't be an agreed date. We are going to be pulling this towards the end now, as we've reached our hour.
Any questions anyone got that they want to ask me or Pinkster?
Yeah, if there's any question, we'll open up the last sort of 5-10 minutes for anybody that wants to ask any questions.
Excuse me.
Also, guys, while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to ask any questions, if you have any questions about my petition or about Pinkster's awareness itself, do feel free again to email me on the email, or to DM me or inbox me, direct message, however it comes up on any of the socials as well. we'd absolutely love other people to join us, to tell their stories, or any upcoming charity events that they have come in. It's good advertisement. Hopefully this time next week we'll be also live on Twitter as well. So if you do manage to come or get accepted to come on the podcast, you will be live streamed to over 10,000 people. So it's always good for advertisement as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for the entertainment and good seeing you both. It was good seeing you as well, MS Payne. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for everybody else that has watched us live. If you haven't watched us live and you have any questions, again, just feel free to email pinksterc87@gmail.com, or also DM us in any of my socials, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But for now, we're going to sign off, and we will see you at 11 a.m. next Tuesday. So thank you guys for coming, and we will see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.